What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be looking at 5 reasons that Manchester City will be signing Lionel Messi in 2021. It's our last video of 2020. I think Manchester City fan channels have peaked on YouTube when we was all speaking about Lionel Messi, so I thought it's a nice fitting way to end the year. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, you want to help to support my channel, then you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're very close to 14,500 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Without further ado, 5 reasons Messi will be signing for Manchester City in 2021. The first reason I believe that this could happen is that I think Lionel Messi, and he's hinted at it before and he said it on his interview as well, he's wanting one last dance with Pep Guardiola, his favourite manager, the manager who got the best out of Lionel Messi and who made Lionel Messi the best player in the world, in my opinion. Pep absolutely idolises Lionel Messi. In fact, he idolises him so much that it's a bit of a problem because Pep Guardiola is a Barcelona fan and he knows how good Messi is and he doesn't want Messi to leave Barcelona ever. However, Messi may want to leave Barcelona, to which case I can't see Pep Guardiola saying I don't want him when he's already decided that he is leaving Barcelona. So Pep idolises Messi, Messi idolises Pep. It's the dream team. Man City's unique selling point is Pep Guardiola, and I think that is crucial. If Messi decides to leave Barcelona, that is crucial in Messi deciding where he ends up next. If anyone can convince Messi to pick their club over another club, Pep Guardiola convincing Messi to join Manchester City. You would think it would more than likely be ahead of Paris Saint-Germain, because that is who is being linked. Man City have Pep, PSG don't. If Messi wants to work with someone that he's familiar with and worked with before and knows that it works, then Messi and Man City is the dream team. Now, the second reason Messi will be signing for Manchester City in 2021, in my opinion, is Txiki and Ferran Soriano. They have both worked with Lionel Messi before at Barcelona. Messi, under their leadership, flourished. It's familiar territory for Messi. I feel like Man City, with their style of play and approach, with the former Barcelona chiefs and Pep Guardiola being here, makes it very familiar for Lionel Messi, not only for tactics and for settling in and for what he's used to, but also for the surroundings and working with people. And so it does help when you're at Lionel Messi's age, and if you do decide to leave a club that you've been at all your career, you want to really hit the ground running. And I feel like a move to Manchester City would help in Lionel Messi settling in very quickly. With Lionel Messi working with Pep, Txiki and Soriano before, and successfully too, I feel like that could be a deciding factor in deciding if Lionel Messi not only decide if he will leave Barcelona, but where he'll end up next if he does decide that he does want to leave. And another unique selling point that we have, and reason number 3 that I think that Messi will be signing for Manchester City, is Sergio Aguero. Do not play down the significance of player power here and the significance of Sergio Aguero. Aguero's contract is up in the summer, and I have heard people saying that Aguero could well end up at Barcelona. In terms of finance and flex, Manchester City are in a much stronger position than what Barcelona are. Can Barcelona afford to keep Lionel Messi and bring in someone of a high caliber player like Sergio Aguero? I would say that's very doubtful at this moment in time, whereas Manchester City can afford to keep Aguero and bring in Lionel Messi. We're in a stronger position financially than what Barcelona are. And so Sergio Aguero, if he decides he stays at Manchester City and he signs a new contract, which I think will happen because I don't see Aguero leaving City this summer, then Lionel Messi could well decide that he wants to go and reunite with his Argentinian counterpart, his teammate for Argentina, and one of his best friends in football, Sergio Aguero. It makes you feel warm inside. It's like a dream, isn't it? Messi, Aguero, Txiki, Soriano, Pep Guardiola. It all works. It all matches up for Lionel Messi joining Manchester City. Now, PSG could argue against that and say that they've got Neymar, one of the players that Messi really enjoyed working with, and may want to reunite with him as well. And they can believe that if they want. I firmly believe that City are in a stronger position here right now to attract Messi to Manchester City than what PSG are. And that comes down to all these factors that I've mentioned, and then moving on to these last 2 points. So point number 4, reason number 4, I believe is the competitiveness of the Premier League. If Messi wants a challenge before he decides he wants to retire, the Premier League is one of, if not the most competitive league in the world. There is no league like it anywhere else. PSG, no offence to Liga 1, isn't a competitive league. If PSG win the Liga 1, nobody bats an eyelid. If PSG don't win it, then everybody then pays attention and thinks, why hasn't that happened? And serious questions get asked at PSG. I can say the same for the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. If someone else other than Bayern wins it, then something's gone wrong at Bayern for them not to win it. And so the competitiveness simply isn't there. Doesn't mean I don't think that these leagues are strong. They are. They've got some very good teams in them. It's just not as strong as what the Premier League is. Premier League, lots of different teams can win the Premier League. I'm talking Chelsea. I'm talking Manchester United. I'm talking Manchester City. I'm talking Liverpool. Tottenham's got a very good team as well. I'm talking, look at Arsenal. Look how much they're struggling. This is a very good team with some very good players struggling to compete in the Premier League, and they're struggling because it's so competitive, because the teams around us are so good. There is not one easy game in the Premier League. You cannot take one game for granted. And so if you want to go and prove you're one of the best football players ever to grace the footballing pitch, then competing in this day and age, you would have thought that you would have proved yourself in one of the most competitive, most difficult leagues in the world, the Premier League. And Messi might want himself a challenge, and if that is the case, he could well do that. He likes to compare himself. You see it all the time, the comparisons with Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo's already proved himself in the Premier League. He's proved himself in La Liga, and he's proved himself in Serie A. There's no doubting about it. Cristiano Ronaldo isn't a one-team player. He is a fantastic football player that's proved himself numerous times across numerous scenarios. Whereas Lionel Messi, you can say, he's proved himself in La Liga, he's proved himself on the European stage. Other than that, though, hasn't happened. So he may want to go and prove his critics wrong. He may want to go to the Premier League, and if he dominates in the Premier League, then I don't think there's any questions to be asked. Lionel Messi is the greatest player of our generation. Yeah, there we go. Messi and Ronaldo putting that one out there. I'm sure that'll be tasty in the comments. And finally, the 5th reason I think that Manchester City will sign Lionel Messi comes down to, I'll say it, money and finance. City are in a stronger position financially than what Barcelona are. Even with a new president coming in at Barcelona, whilst it is more likely that Messi will sign a new contract under the president, City in a financially strong position will be able to put their proposals forward to Lionel Messi before a president is even announced. And whilst Messi said he won't talk with other clubs, I'm sure Lionel Messi will listen, and Man City will have their proposals ready to Messi to try and attract him to Manchester City. And one of the things that Lionel Messi will be looking for, apparently, says he wants to go and play in America in the MLS. I presume this will be all down to his brand. Manchester City have already put their proposals forward last summer. They've said that Lionel Messi will play for Manchester City. He'll become a player of the CFG. He'll be able to go to New York City Football Club to play in America, improve his brand. Nowhere else in the world like it, to improving brands and business than New York City. And so everything just kind of matches up there. And the interview that Lionel Messi did, everything, there's lots of little hints out there that's poked around for him joining Manchester City. And I could well be doing 2 + 2 = 5. I could also be doing 2 + 2 = 4. What I will say though, 2021 is going to be a very interesting year in terms of transfers. Lionel Messi, this could be the year that he becomes a Manchester City player, and what a statement that is. Even though he's getting towards the end of his career, it's Lionel Messi, and I can't say that anybody out there would say, I don't want to see Lionel Messi in a Manchester City shirt. I'm talking one of, if not the greatest player of all time, in a Manchester City shirt. And to me, Lionel Messi is still a very good player that would improve our squad. It's Lionel Messi. So there we go. that's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do leave a thumbs up on this video so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Lionel Messi, do you think he'll end up at Manchester City? If so, are you happy with that or not? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget also to subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 15k subscribers. Hoping before the end of 2020 we hit 14.5k subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. We'll be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the winter transfer window. That will be starting tomorrow, so if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then do subscribe. It is free. And lastly, on a last note, 2020, finally, terrible year, finished. It's done. I want to wish everybody a very happy new year. 2021. It can't be as bad as last year, can it? I really do hope not. In terms of the footballing world, I'm hoping this will be the year that we get fans back into stadiums, we get everything back to normal, all the talking's done on the pitch, and everybody can go and enjoy themselves, and that loving for football can come back. Because I think I speak on behalf of everybody for fans that do go into stadiums, that when fans are not there, it isn't the same, and you do lose a little bit of love for it. And I imagine for people that are watching all the time, consistently from around the world, watching Manchester City 2, watching in front of empty stadiums with no fans there, it isn't the same, doesn't have that feel, that proper footballing feel to it, and it isn't right. Hopefully this year, 2021, is the year we get fans back into stadiums. Bam. There we go. That's been the video. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone has a blessed and fantastic 2021 from everybody at the JSGC channel. 2020 completed it, mate. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.